Hey friend, Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another week, another edition of Steve's Hat Picks, where we take a look at the best from around the NHL over the past week, and also last week because we forgot some stuff. You know what, sometimes you miss like the little things and people will send it afterwards and I'm like, yeah, that should have maybe been in, yeah. Jordan Kyrou getting 4 points in an outdoor game, which is a new record, is not one that I should have missed. Producer Drew usually hates when I bring this up, but it's relevant. Jordan Kyrou is on my fantasy team. What's wrong with me?
Top line on the ice for the Wild. This is Kyrou with the puck. Kyrou, defended by Goligoski, moves towards the net. They score! Tarasenko. The Blues.
Blue line and then quickly spinning off his check. Outstanding maneuver. And watch the pass across.
Shots are 17-11 St. Louis. Blues with a 2-1 advantage. Now 3-1 on the setup from Kyrou. Thomas on it for St. Louis. Thomas for Buchnevich. Now Kyrou shoots, save, rebound, score! 4-1 St. Louis, a power play goal for Barbashev.
Around to keep away game.
Here's Kyrou, drops it off, takes the return pass, and scores! His second goal and 4th point of the period.
An outstanding job again from Kyrou. He started the play in the defensive zone. Beautiful give and go with Robert Thomas. And watch the shot.
Jordan Kyrou, I'm sorry, happy belated hat pick. For our first hat pick this week, we have Anthony Duclair in overtime and Jonathan Huberdeau with the nice assist.
His pass intercepted by Duclair to Huberdeau. Huberdeau tries to get it to Duclair in front. They'll score. Anthony Duclair. He had 4 points in the first game, and he ends this one in overtime on a setup from Jonathan Huberdeau. And the Panthers will take this by a score of 4-3.
Yeah, Huberdeau scored the first goal from Duclair way back early in the first period. And now you had the flip side. This was some kind of sauce from Huberdeau to Duclair. And Duclair, who's been on several teams, but recognizes that this is perhaps his last chance, and he has been deadly in Florida. He's been deadly against the Carolina Hurricanes. And once again, just appreciate the saucer pass, and then the wise decision, knowing how hard Lyon had to push from right to left.
Okay, so there's a few really interesting parts of this move. Obviously, what you're going to pay attention to is the sick saucer pass from Jonathan Huberdeau. The read from Duclair, he just gives it right to Huberdeau, jets to the net, and he knows he's getting that pass from an elite player. And then just the slam the brakes on. Oh, the nasty move. The Panthers are beating even teams like the Hurricanes. Like, I don't know if you're fully appreciating, that's 2 of the best teams in the NHL going head-to-head right there. Something I can't get past, what's with the weird one-hand, top-hand pass from Duclair in the neutral zone? Who passes the puck like that before they cross the blue line? The Florida Panthers are so good, they make everything look casual. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, oh yeah, it's everyone's favorite referee, Wes McCauley.
Well done. Itching to get back into the lineup, his first game in 4. Oh, yeah. Revving up the crowd. And for Philip Zadina tonight.
Well, actually, what's his job? Create havoc on the ice. And boy, he didn't take him long his first shift out there. Decides that he's going to mix it up with Middleton.
Detroit, 21 San Jose. Both guys, 5 each for fighting.
That a boy.
Oh, what a
Wes
goal.
McCauley in great
Love it.
form.
Okay, so I should address this. I don't remember if I've talked about it in hat picks or dang it's. Maybe have. I've definitely talked about it on my podcast. People think I don't like Wes McCauley. That's not true. I like Wes McCauley. 5 minutes fighting. That's funny. I would never discourage Wes McCauley from doing the things that are fun, like that. More fun things in hockey, always please. Here's what does bug me though, and it's not Wes's fault. The idea that doing that is special. The idea that 5 minutes fighting is this wacky thing. It stands out as a wacky thing. It stands out as hilarious in a sport like hockey that stomps on the heart of anything funny every time it shows its face. Anything funny, anything even fun. Oh, you like Wes McCauley? You think he's really funny? What did you think of the Ovechkin fire stick thing? You like Wes McCauley? What did you think of the Yakupov flying down to center ice on his knees? If you think 5 minutes fighting, but you had a problem with either of those things, you're a bit of a hypocrite, my friend. That's right, you're an enemy of fun, which makes you an enemy of Wes McCauley, who is fun. Why don't you like Wes McCauley, 5 minutes being an enemy of fun. Anyway, Wes, that's a hat pick. Underrated goal from this past week, the Chicago Blackhawks losing a game to the Arizona Coyotes. That got talked about a lot. What didn't get talked about enough was this goal.
Jones has it. Midpoint, he'll give away for Kane. Penalty killers right back out for the Coyotes. Kane, his shot wide. Off the inboards, and they score into Brinket. Goes short side on Vejmelka, and it's a one-goal game.
He almost had one in period one. There's the shot off the board. Strome tries to bank it in, and it goes right to DeBrincat. Far side, maybe even off the head of Vejmelka and into the back of the net. Oh, and DeBrincat hits that out of midair as well, just like Kirby Dach's goal. What a goal.
That's so ridiculous, man. We've talked about this in different ways over the past few weeks. Hockey players cannot just do more things than they used to be able to do, but they're more confident than they've ever been. Who thinks to do what Dylan Strome does here? Not just to process the information that quickly, the puck goes off the end boards and then it flies in the air in front of you. Any coach in the world is going to tell you to settle that puck down, right? Pick the safest, most boring option. But Dylan Strome's hockey mind said, this isn't even a baseball goal, because in baseball, only one guy carries a bat. Because both Strome and DeBrincat bat the thing out of the air, it's like a tennis goal. That's a great one. That's a hat pick. Jordan Kyrou gets in this video for a 4-point game. Matt Grzelcyk gets in for a 5-point game.
Pasternak reels this one into the point. Cross rink to Grzelcyk. Work it on the perimeter, Marchand. Then it's Pasternak to score. Grzelcyk straight away. Stumbling there with 50 seconds left. Marchand closing, fires, scores! Grzelcyk nudging into the zone, lets it fly, scores!
Totally different team. He's really carried the mail here tonight.
Taylor Hall, smooth skater, feeds, it's a top shelf rocket from Halla. Pass, it's picked off by Tom Wilson. Caught on the back check by Marchand. Marchand feathers, Smith closes, pad save, Vanacek, rebound, score.
1 goal, 4 assists for Grzelcyk. He becomes just the 5th Bruins defenseman to get 5 points in a game. He's in some elite company. I mean, who are some guys who have played for the Boston Bruins? Bobby Orr is the free space. Ray Bourque is the one you might have had to think about for a sec. The other two are Pat Egan and Glenn Wesley. And now, Matt Grzelcyk. That's a hat pick. For our next hat pick, they always talk about you never want to give up a late period goal. Because the team that scores it, they go into the dressing room and they feel all good about themselves and they can maybe take that momentum into the next period. So what do you think this save did to the New Jersey Devils?
Cloud wins the faceoff. Severson looks cross ice, top of the circle, moving in. Oh, what a stop! An outstanding save! And he sure can't believe it. Korpisalo moving laterally to glove it, and he gets a great ovation from the crowd.
Well, I think Hischier was mid-celebration after that play. It was change of the point of attack to a T. Face-off win, and then a cell shot, and you're not going to get much better than that. Stretching across the crease, you can see how much of that net was open, and Hischier stood up.
Man, the past few weeks, we've had some high-scoring games. There's a lot of teams that are kind of out of practice, and it's sloppy hockey out there. But we've also seen some of the most ridiculous saves, like Save of the Year candidates from around the NHL. This, from Joonas Korpisalo, robbery, absolute robbery, That's a hat pick. Nico, he sure can't believe it. For our next hat pick, it's another save from maybe an unlikely candidate. Zach Fucale was a Team Canada goalie at the World Juniors. People expected a lot of him, Habs fans especially, because they drafted him. And then he disappeared for a while. He was toiling away in the minors, the AHL, the ECHL, and now he finally gets his shot in the NHL with the Washington Capitals, and he is literally, I'm not kidding, literally unbeatable.
Minnesota in games decided in the overtime, 3-0. And here they're 2-on-1. Zuccarello, Hartman, and a save by Fucale.
I did. Zuccarello was going to shoot this puck. He sells the fake hard, eventually slides it over to Hartman. But Fucale not giving up on it, diving. I'm not sure if he catches this with the glove or the helmet. Oh, the blocker. He caught it with the blocker coming across. Boy, the Wild.
I love it. I love it. I love it. In this league, you hear too often desperation save. Feels like in the NHL nowadays, there aren't as many desperation saves. You have extremely athletic goalies who at very least see the puck the whole time, no matter how amazing the save is. The hockey I grew up with, I'm talking about the goalies I watched in the mid and late 90s. It was a desperation save. All they were doing was throwing their bodies across the net with a hope and a prayer. This is one of those. Zachary Fucale in overtime, no less. My goodness, that is a hat pick. For our next hat pick, about the same thing. Here's Jack Campbell against the Colorado Avalanche.
Healed that, kept in by Girard. Now down low in front, a whack at it, Tave fires. Oh, how did that stay out? A brilliant stop by Jack Campbell.
I think he caught this. He may have snagged this out of the air, and yeah, you are allowed to smile. The Leafs decide to go high on the top of the blue line, and Makar slides this across to Randon. This one goes off a skate, off of Campbell, and then the battle in front, off the right toe, and Taves blasts this thing, and diving across the net like Superman, Jack Campbell snags it out of the air.
I mean, what do you say? What do you say? I can't find the words. Anyone else? Can you find the word? Hey, Nas, can you find the words? His reaction's amazing. Look.
Front, a whack at it, Tave fires. Oh, how did that stay out? A brilliant stop.
That picture would be hilarious. If I was Jack Campbell, I would hang it in the front foyer of my house. Except I feel like he doesn't brag. I would hang it in the front foyer of my house. I don't have a foyer. What is a foyer? Anyway, that is a save of the year candidate. Or at least it was at the time. Actually, I saw the save live when it happened on Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle, which you can watch on the Sportsnet YouTube channel every single Saturday.
Very fortunate. Oh, big stop from Campbell again. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Clip it! Clip it right now! You clip that! You tweet it, you put it on Instagram, you mail it to the president, you mail it to the prime minister, you mail it to aliens in space. Holy smokes! Watch this! Watch this! Clears it! Wide open net! Ah! Oh my goodness! Hat pick! Hat pick, hat pick, hat pick! Leaf save of the season. Leaf save of the season, shut it down. You don't need any more. We don't have to play any more games. Holy cow! Why are you still making Jack Campbell make saves? Why are you still making him make saves? He doesn't need to make any more saves. That's too many saves. Look at this. Holy! That's going to be on every highlight reel tomorrow. That's the best Leaf highlight this season. Kadri can't believe it. Oh! Oh my God! I really am never going to forgive them for losing that game. The Avalanche, who were down 4-1 and then 4-2, were just kicking the Leafs up and down the ice. Then Jack Campbell makes this save. And at that moment, you got to be like, there's no way the Leafs lose this game. That's what Kadri seemed to think in the moment. Nope. Producer Drew knows what happens. Don't you, Drew? Avs score 4-3, Avs score 4-4, and Devon Taves wins it in overtime. Another hat pick from that game. Producer Drew gets another one. It's Mikko Rantanen passing between the legs to JT Compher as part of the comeback.
Pounding Kyle Clifford. Trying to get it to Renton in front, scores! JT Compher, and the Avalanche have tied it.
Colorado getting in on the forecheck. They've got some energy in the building. They're going to dump this one into the Muzzin's corner, and they get in on the puck. And they don't win the initial battle, but they win it when Cale Makar comes down. You're not expecting the D-man to come down, and then Randon's going to throw this one through his legs as they've got their lines all split up. He's moving that top line onto all kinds of different lines, and this is a behind the back, through the legs pass to Compher, and Simmons doesn't pick him up off the right side of the net, and he banks this in as Jack Campbell, I think, is looking to his left.
Jeez, I mean, it's nasty. It's the game-tying goal after being down by 3. Yeah, that's a hat pick. But no, it's not even the best Colorado Avalanche hat pick from this past week. That belongs to Cale Makar, who is having an outrageous season in an outrageous week. He cannot stop scoring, and here he is, overtime winner with another goal and putting Kirby Dach on a poster.
Up to Makar. Makar holds in the corner and now along the half boards. Oh, beautiful wheel around move. Makar shoots and scores! Colorado wins it in overtime. What a pirouette goal scored by the young defenseman, Cale Makar.
Oh my God, I'm looking in the Avs box next to me. I looked at their great Joe Sakic, their general manager. Are you kidding me? What a play by Cale Makar. Watch the situational awareness. Drawing the defender in Kirby Dach, lulling him in. Jams on the break, cuts back, takes us toward the net. Forehand, backhand, top shelf, good night. What a play by Cale Makar. Is this guy special or what?
That was filthy with a capital F.
What a play. Oh my goodness, Cale Makar. What a play. Oh my, I'm literally looking at the Avs brass that just came into our ESPN booth. Please watch this one here. Forehand, backhand, Cale Makar. Oh my goodness. That better be on #1 on SportsCenter tonight here on ESPN. You kidding me? Watch this play in the house that Michael Jordan built too. On the brakes, comes back. See ya. Forehand, backhand against Marc-Andre Fleury.
Oh, I mean, okay. I know. Does anyone who knows Kirby Dach, like personally, watch these? Okay, if you do, can you not show this to him? You got that? Okay, good, thank you. Can you show the Kirby Dach part again? And then show it, I'm going this way, I'm going this way. Psych! Is this, that is violence. The slamming, whatever the record is, the world record. You ever hope there's a heaven just so you can get stats? Like you go up there and you find out how many socks you've ever lost, how many ballpoint pens, pairs of gloves, that's a bad one. I want to know what the most snow ever kicked up by a single break in an NHL game was, because I think this one is it. Like there's a permanent divot in the United Center that's going to take millions of dollars to renovate. And then the moves, it's not just these little subtle moves, these violence! Cale Makar, it's unnecessary. There's no need for this. That was amazing. That's a hat pick. So what do you think? Did we get all the hat picks this time? Drew, did we get all the Colorado hat picks this time? Okay, good. Anyway, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. We'll be back next week. And on Thursday with Dangles.